Who's hosting? Me or you?
I'm hosting today. Hello.
All right.
Wait, hold on. Get camera in the right position. All right. What is going on, everybody? And welcome back to That Damn Racing Podcast. I'm your host, Dr. Derp, with my fellow co-host, Falcon.
What's up, everybody?
Everybody's excited. Oh my god. Oh my god. Well, so we're just gonna hop right in here. We have a shitload of stuff to go through today. So Xavier's excited. He's like, I'm so excited. Yeah. All right. Well, to start off news-wise, I'm sure everybody's probably seen by now that sadly yeah, it's party time. Well, not at the moment. We have some sad news. We got to talk about the passing of our NASCAR former team owner Bill Davis. They passed away. What was it? Friday?
Yeah.
Friday or Saturday, something like that. I can't remember.
Yeah.
So that's kind of what I should have done yesterday instead of streaming the finale. I should have done, can I get Bill Davis a cup championship? But I didn't think of that until now.
Yeah.
Oh, well. Yeah, we got a picture of you.
Also, Phil Barkdahl passed away this week as well.
I think I seen something about that. Yeah. And Forrest Lucas?
Yeah.
I haven't heard that. I didn't hear that one.
And then the guy who drove Bigfoot.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, trying to get camera
after
situated.
Bob Chandler.
Oh, Lucas Oil founder. Oh, okay, yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah, that one. I was like, who's this for? It was like, yeah, the Lucas Oil. Okay. So yeah, unfortunately, that's sad to see that. Bill, Phil Barkdahl, and Forrest Lucas have all passed away. I mean, if this was a rock music podcast, we could also talk about there was a rock singer who just passed away at like 87, I think.
Yeah.
But anyway, he's not important. First up, hold on, let me make sure this is. Oh wait, hold on. You're not supposed to see this. You're not supposed to see this. I just want to make sure I'm. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So, I know this is for next year and stuff like that, but it's gonna be interesting. NASCAR and IndyCar are gonna be holding a double header for the Spring Phoenix weekend. That'll be cool.
Huh. Oh yeah.
I don't even know I don't know if IndyCar still races at Phoenix or not, or if this is like going back for the first time in years. I don't know.
I believe this is the first time back in years.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, because I know they were only doing like three or four oval races for their entire season, something like that. And we'll talk more about IndyCar a little bit later, anyways. So, yeah, I know they don't currently race there, but it looks like they're going back next year. So, it's getting toasty in here. I gotta turn my fan on. All right, next up. Oh yeah, so since we missed last week's, we gotta talk a little bit about last week's race at Darlington, or weekend's race at Darlington, I should say. Brisk Iced Tea, he dominated fucking Darlington.
Killed it.
Yeah. I know he had a couple guys closing in at the end, but because of the stupid dirty air of this goddamn godforsaken car, nobody could actually catch him.
Right.
So, anyway, there's that. We only need to touch about that briefly because we're going to talk some playoff stuff in a bit. Yeah, so the Haas factory team. This is all stuff from last week that we were supposed to touch on, but since Falk is on, are you still on Baby Watch? Or
Yeah, I'm still on Baby Watch.
Okay.
Anytime.
It's like give birth. But yeah, we were supposed to touch on this last week, but we didn't. So yeah, Haas factory teams switching from Ford to Chevrolet for next year. It's like going back to when they first joined the Cup, where they ran Chevrolet. So kind of neat.
Yep.
Yeah, we got.
Well, they ran Pontiacs at first, and then they swapped to Chevrolets, and then stayed Chevrolets and the Hendrick Alliance up until they switched to Ford.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so okay. So with the Xfinity playoffs starting this weekend at Bristol, what's your opinion on Connor Zillage?
Champion. I'm gonna call it champion.
If he doesn't win the championship,
yeah.
It'll be a disappointment if he's not the champion this year.
Right.
Because, I mean, technically, he only has 7 wins on the year, but the car has 9. So,
yep.
Yeah, if I'm sure there's gonna be some bullshit that'll take Connor out of, and he won't win it because that's how these stupid playoffs work. So,
right.
But yeah, dominated Portland, won again last weekend or this past weekend at Gateway. Worldwide Technologies Wasteway, whatever. I don't even care. It's Gateway.
Yeah, Gateway.
There's just nothing else about it. It's Gateway.
But it's goddamn Gateway, and that's what it is.
But yeah, 9 wins on the season for the 88, and he just finished 4 in a row. I'm sorry, but that's incredible.
Oh yeah, it is. Oh yes.
No, it's 9. 9 wins for the 88. One with Parker driving it, and then one I think it was Kyle Larson drove it after Zillage got sidelined after the crash at Talladega. So, but yeah, this fucking kid is a wheel man. What was it? Was it this year or was it last year? I can't. He won the 24 Hours of Daytona. Yeah, Will Larson won it in Texas. Okay. Owner points, he has 10 wins? That makes no sense when the car only has 9. I don't know, anyway. Zillage is a wheel man. Enough said. Watch you go out there and fucking win this weekend at Bristol. Could you imagine?
All right.
Pretty crazy. Oh yeah, so wait, make sure this is in my order. Yeah. So Brendan Butterbean Queen is making his Xfinity debut this weekend at Bristol, driving the 11 for Colleague.
Nice.
So,
Speaking of colleagues switching to Dodge,
yeah, we touched on that the last time, but yeah. So
this ought to be fun for him.
I'm curious to see how Brandon's going to do in the Xfinity car.
I think he outperforms his equipment.
Well, it's possible because, I mean, his teammates aren't that... Well, Colleague hasn't been very good at all this year, period, no matter who they put in the car, so... Yeah, that'll be interesting to see Brandon try that. Xavier's favorite person in the world, Cleater McSkeeter, is making his arc of return this weekend at Bristol on Thursday night, I guess. I'm not going to get to watch because I'm going to be racing, so...
And then
he's like, what?
On Saturday.
What's that?
I got a race on Saturday.
Yeah. Well, we'll touch on that in a little bit, anyways. Yeah. So yeah, Cleater McSkeeter's making his return. So Sammy Smith just re-signed with Junior Motorsports for next year, so he'll be back in the car. Yeah. Cole Butcher is running Thursday night in the trucks. Caden Tuff, he was supposed to, but whatever happened there, he's not racing now. And probably not making a chance the rest of this year. But, you know. Anyway, so yeah. Sammy Smith is returning to Junior Motorsports for next year. Yeah. And this news just dropped a little bit ago, but Trayton Lapovich he's also making his truck debut this weekend in the, I think it's the O2 for Young's Motorsport. So that'll be interesting. We got Cole Butcher. Well, it makes sense he's running the 254 now that he's not running in Bristol. But yeah, Tayton Lapovich is making his truck debut alongside Cole Butcher. And I think there's a couple others too, but I can't remember who they were. So, yeah, so... so... I was tripping over my words here. So Carson Hocevar and Alex Bowman's pit crews have swapped going into Bristol.
Who?
Yeah. Alex Bowman and Carson Hocevar's pit crews have done a complete swap. Or like majority swap.
Huh.
So
interesting.
I mean, it makes sense since the last 2 weeks in a row, Bowman's pit crew has absolutely fucked him. Both races. I mean, Darlington, they were just slow period, and yeah. But, like, this past weekend in Gateway, he was a top 10 car until his pit crew screwed him over. And then he sped on pit road. Same with SVG. He probably could have got a top 10, top 15 at Gateway if he didn't speed on pit road.
He had the points to actually be in it right now. He's only 15 behind.
Well, we'll look at the playoff points here in a minute. So yeah, there's that. Let me pick up my notes. So yeah. Oh, actually, well, let's go find. Yeah, let's look at our playoffs points here. Oh, minus 15. I thought he was farther than that, but okay. I thought he was like 20-something points back. Okay. So he's technically not in must-win yeah, he's technically not in must-win territory yet, but we're going to SVG's arguably worst track. But yeah, basically, Strawberry and Bowman are basically in must-win territory. Like, well, you can only make up, I think, like 50-some points in a race or whatever it is. So,
Well, see, all SVG has to do is get stage point in the first two stages and then finish in the top 10, and he might advance.
yeah,
All
but
he needs is getting
but as SVG says, he might as well be going backwards at Bristol. You could see Austin Dillon pulling off the win on Saturday. I mean, he's not that far off, so. I mean, well. Unless Bowman or Barry go out and win Bristol, I think and Austin Dillon like performs extremely well for whatever reason. I think our first round eliminations are probably set. So.
I hope Chase Elliott gets eliminated.
Well, he's got basically a 30-point cushion, so unless he gets like taken out right at the beginning of the race, I'm pretty sure he's fine. Same with Giggles. I mean, technically, outside of Lala and surprisingly Bubba, well, yeah, Lala, Bubba, Blaney, and Byron and Reddick are basically the only ones that I would consider safe. Like from Bell on down, I would consider one wrong move, their races are. Well, I think Joey didn't run very well in the spring Bristol race, so I kind of hope Joey gets eliminated.
Yeah, same.
But anyway, yeah. So Austin Dillon are only 11 points off behind Spindrick, so. In which he didn't run very well at Gateway either, so Austin Dillon could actually upset Cendric, and I guess we'll just have to wait and see. I know, right. I don't. Neither one of us are going to be able to watch this race because we're going to be busy. But
you're right.
So, but yeah, prior to looking at this, I thought SVG was in a must-win situation, but I guess it's still in it. So I guess it's not over until the fat lady sings, as they say.
Right.
So, anyway, so I guess I don't know how much of the race you've seen from this past weekend at Gateway. Let's talk about that. I guess. Fucking Hamster won.
No, I have not.
So yeah, Hamster won through basically sure pit strategy, and fucking Blaney. I guess Blaney had a fast car to get dumped in the middle of stage 2 by Lala, and then drive through the field to finish 4th at a track that was like basically impossible to pass at.
Really?
Oh fuck. Nobody could pass because like everybody's just drop a gear and take off. It's like fuck. I mean, like from a casual perspective, it looked great because like they were like 3-4 wide, but nobody was passing.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody played the dirty air game.
Right.
So, yeah, anyway. Hopefully this weekend's race at Bristol will be good.
Right.
We talked about Cup playoff. So, yeah, the NASCAR Trinity Series playoff grid has been set. So we got Connor Zillage, obviously, Justin Allgaier, fucking retarded Hill. I believe that's Sam Mayer. Jesse Love, Brandon Jones, Sammy Smith, Carson. No. What the hell is his name? Oh, that's Nick Sanchez. Sanchez. Kloppel, Sheldon Creed. Oh, is that what's his name? Tanner Gray, whatever. One of the Grays. And then surprisingly, Harrison Burson made it in as the last person in for the playoffs for the Xfinity Series.
Interesting.
And the trucks, well, who cares about the trucks? Because it's probably going to be Corey Heim that wins it. Because
Right. Corey Heim. Corey Heim to win the championship.
Yeah, I'm not even going to look at the points because I don't care about the truck series until Corey Heim is not racing in them anymore.
All right. Corey Heim moves to Xfinity Series next year. Calling it now.
Well, supposedly he's leaving unless Corey Heim... He's got... Yeah, I don't see Corey Heim choking unless somebody takes him out. Anyway. Alright, so I think that's it for NASCAR news.
Yep.
Alright, let's talk about a little bit other news. So, I think it was... Yeah, it would have been the week before, but IndyCar finished up their season. And Alex Palou... Yeah, I know, right?
Champion again.
Alex Palou for... Well, he's holding 4 fingers up, so I can only assume he's a 4-time IndyCar champion now.
Right.
So, well, we're not supposed to be just a NASCAR podcast. We're supposed to talk about other series too, so it's fine. And then, so Will Power was... After that, they announced Will Power was leaving Penske. But they didn't say where he was going. Until a couple of days later, they said he was leaving for Andretti.
Yay, Andretti!
Woo! Can't go to F1, so we'll just poach Penske guy. Well,
Right.
I think also, to be fair, I think Will Power was the weakest Penske guy, so.
I don't really think that.
Well, at least for this year's season, he was, anyways. I don't know.
Yeah.
See if we can. Yeah, I'm not gonna bother. Anyway, as enough IndyCar talk. V8 Supercars has a new manufacturer joining it for next year. With the Toyota Supra.
Yay, the Supra!
Is that a Supra?
That is a Supra.
Honestly, it kind of looks kind of sexy, actually, but, And there was a little clip of it, and it sounds like your typical V8 supercar.
Yep.
I mean, the most unique sounding was the one from, I guess it's almost 10 years ago, was the Volvo that they had.
I love the Volvo. Absolutely loved the Volvo.
Yeah. That's where Scotty Mac got his broke into the scene, was driving that Volvo.
Right.
And it was the most unique sounding of the V8 supercars.
Oh,
and
yeah.
it was also cool back then, because they had 5 manufacturers that season. They had their, Ford and Holden, but they also had Mercedes, Nissan, and Volvo at the same time. It's like, that's cool. But then
ridiculous.
I know Nissan tried to tough it out a little bit longer, but then they dropped out too. Because
Nissan did drop out.
To be honest, I don't know why they went with the Altima instead of using the GTR, but
That would have been a throwback.
I mean, true, yeah. Like, also rip to the GTR, because the R35 has ceased production.
Right.
after 16, 17 years or something stupid like that.
17.
Yeah, something like that. Anyway, to make sure I got my notes right. Yeah. So GMS Race Cars has a official. This is also last week's. Would have been in last week's news, but yeah, GMS Race Cars has acquired all of the SRX Racing assets from Ray Evernham, which apparently included all 16 cars, pit equipment, race day infrastructure, and a bunch of spare parts. But it didn't include the SRX brand, trademarks, or broadcasting rights. Well, I mean, they didn't have any broadcasting rights anymore after the last season they ran, anyways.
Right.
But it'd be cool to see that make a return.
Oh yeah. Until IROC comes back.
Yeah.
IROC.
We gotta talk about Mr. broke a track record at Monza this past weekend. Max Verstappen. He broke the track record at Monza with what was it, a 118 something, and then he broke set the fastest ever F1 race time also. And I think he had like a 20-some second lead over whoever it was that finished second. Woo! Do 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 do, Mark Verstappen. Do 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 do.
Oh, speaking of, tomorrow is my birthday.
It's your birthday? Oh my god! We're gonna have to
tomorrow's
come
my
on,
birthday.
everybody! We're gonna say happy birthday to squirrels. Okay, that's enough of that. And then another thing that just came up, I guess, would have been yesterday. Hold on. What? He's not going by Max Verstappen. He's Franz Hermann. Is making his endurance racing debut. Because he's totally not Max Verstappen.
Yeah, totally not Max.
That'd be interesting to see how he stacks up for that. Not that I'll probably be able to watch that, but I'm curious to see how he does. Xavier says, happy early birthday.
Thank you, Xavier. Appreciate it, bud.
Thank you very much. So, yeah. Oh, you know what? I think we'll still be able to keep this under an hour, even though we had a shitload of news to go through.
Oh, yeah. For sure.
So, alright. So, before we get on to all of the local news from up my way, what do you have going on with you this past weekend and this coming weekends or whatever? What's going on in your neck of the woods?
I won this weekend, placed second twice this weekend. Got another race this week, and next week got another race. So I am going to be raced out for the month of September. And I believe that's about it.
Okay, well, you know.
Short, sweet, to the point.
Yeah, that is true, I guess. So, since we didn't, since he's already covered his stuff, we got some local news to get talking about from up our neck of the woods here. We didn't get to touch on it last. Canadian racing news. Yeah, we didn't get to touch on it last week because, baby watch. But, yeah, so...
Baby watch.
So last weekend, Speedway 660 held their 250 lap super late model race, or I guess probably be technically pro late models. And I know we've talked about it a bunch over the couple streams we've had, but when Ashton Tucker at just past the half or almost the 3/4 mark. He had a 2-lap lead over second place. That's incredible. But I know by the end of it, with like lucky dogs and shit, he wasn't alone up being a lap down anymore or on the lead lap. But so yeah, what? Let's see if we can. Oh, I can't read. Took home a prize of like $22,000. That's a pretty good payday. What do we got next? Oh yeah, so the same weekend that 660 ran their 254, Oyster Bed Speedway wrapped up their street stock and mini stock seasons. And Jordan Leclerc is your 2025 mini stock outlaw champion over there. With that's his car. It looks like shit.
It does look like shit.
But yeah, he's the mini stock or outlaw champion for over there. And then this one. And then Matthew Ford is your street stock champion for over there. Nice looking little car, actually, if you ask me.
Right.
I think. And now, on to anybody who argues differently. I mean, sure, you get Riverside with their 250 where they always try to bring a big name in. But, like, yeah. Honestly, this Mike Stevens 254, this is going to, apparently, the 12th anniversary for it. It is, out of all the ones that I've been to, it is by far the biggest racing weekend in Atlantic Canada now. It used to be Speedway 660 years ago, but then they changed owners, and then that place kind of went to shit. Because, like, for example, like, to see how big Speedway 660s used to get over 7,000 campers, like actual physical campers, show up for the speed weekend.
Are you shitting me?
Yeah, like actual 7,000 physical, like, RV campers would come down for this race. So that's how big that 250 used to be.
God damn.
Like, and they had, like, guys come all the way from, like, New Hampshire and stuff, like, would come up for that race.
Well, I'll be damned.
I mean, they don't come anymore, because, you know.
Right.
After the, go, Johnny, go, go, incident from years ago.
Right.
So, anyway, we got the Mike Stevens 254 it's a 4-day event, 3 days of actual racing, and there's no rain in the forecast. I mean, we also haven't had any rain, basically, for the last, like, 3 months. Or significant rain, I should say.
Right.
But yeah, so tomorrow night is the first. This is the first time they're doing this. Is they're having a car show after open practice tomorrow, from I think 5 until 7.
Right.
And apparently it's only $5 a person. So that's
really.
And it that $5 also includes admission to the pit party afterwards. I wonder if they're gonna have the big bonfire this year or not, because I know we're technically in a big major fire ban right now.
Have to wait and see.
Yeah. So, I mean, if I wasn't working tomorrow, I'd take my car early and I'd participate in it, but oh well.
Right.
So, yeah, it's 3 days of a lot of racing. So, here's all the pricing that they have. So, for Thursday night, which is it's called the Women on Wheels, but it's the Wiggles on Wheels is what the class is.
Right.
So it's Women on Wheels, mini stocks, and street stocks are just Thursday night, and it's pit entry or pit for the pits. It's $25, or you can get the 3-day pit pass for $105. Racing starts at 7. Front gates open at 6. Is $20 for regular people, 10, 7 and under 5, or free. Or you can get the 3-day pass for $90.
That ain't bad.
No. Friday is us Outlaws, Atlantic Modifieds, and Sportsmen, which is $35 for the day, or pit wise, $85 for the 2 days for the Friday, Saturday. And racing starts at 7. Front gates open at 6. Main stands is $30, 10, 7 and under free. Or you can get the 2-day pass for $75. And then Saturday, which is the big day, pit entry is $60. Pit gates open at 7:30 a.m. That's going to be a long ass day because the 250 is not going to start until about 7. Maybe
Right.
8.
Right.
Front gates open at 11 a.m. And main stands, it's $50 for people, 10, and then 7 under free. So yeah, so Thursday race day format is Wiggles on Wheels for 10-lap heat races, mini stocks, street stocks, all for 10 laps. At least we're not doing fucking time trials. I hate time trials.
Right.
So Wiggles on Wheels are doing a 24-lap feature, which usually they do like 15. So they get an extended feature.
Right.
We're doing 44 laps, and the street stocks are doing 104. For Friday, Sportsmen are doing time trials.
All right.
I'm kind of curious to how many cars are going to show up, because there's still another track that races Friday nights down in Scotia. So I don't really see. I probably see maybe like 10 Sportsman cars probably show up, which is going to be sad. But you know, Scotia sucks. So yeah, so everybody's doing 10-lap heat race. Everybody but the Sportsmen. So the minis, us Outlaws and Modifieds are doing 10-lap heat races. We're doing another 44-lap feature. Outlaws are having their biggest race or longest race, so 44 laps also. Modifieds are 44, and the Sportsmen will be running a 104 lapper. With super late model practice afterwards, if depending on what the time of the night it is. And then for the main event day, racing begins at 1 p.m. So super late model, which makes sense. Super late models are doing time trials. Then we got the fucking bandos. And then we have the fucking bandos. Yep, we got 2
The bandoleros.
fucking garbages. Then we got Legend Heat. I kind of hope we have a good field of Legend cars. Because I don't want... It's going to be... If there's less than 10... Or, no, if there's less than 20, it's going to be a boring race.
Right.
So they're running a 10-lap heat race. The Vintage Series is running a 10-lap heat. And then the super late models will be running heat races after time trials. Huh, okay, this is new for this year. So after they've run the heat races, the top 8 from time trials will be running a pole dash. That's new.
Alright.
And then Bandos are both doing 24s, Legends 54, Vintage Series 34. And then they're going to have the Super Late Models drivers meeting on the front stretch, which is an annual tradition they've always done. Literally practice and qualifying. Then driver intros, anthem, and then to cap off the night, the mics. Why are you saying my mic is not activated? Shut up. Yeah. The 12th annual Mike Stevens Memorial 254 will cap off the weekend, which is gonna be incredible. Depending on how, some people were saying we might see only 25 cars. I don't see it. Like last year, we would have had almost 40, but weather played into a factor, and so we didn't get a lot of guys that were supposed to come. But I suspect that I think we're gonna get at least over 30 for super late models. Hopefully, maybe we'll get some of the States guys will make the trip up and spoil the show, and I'm gonna hope Ashton Tucker wins it again. Cause fuck Corey Hall. So
sounds like a fun, good old time when Corey Hall wins all the goddamn races.
Well, that oyster bed, they've run 4 super late model races this year, and he's swept all 4 of them.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Like, it's not even like, he had somebody to race with. No, he just made them all look stupid.
I can believe it.
So. Well, shit. Okay, well. I've gone through literally everything already. And we're not even an hour in. I was expecting more.
Hell yeah.
I was expecting this was going to take a lot longer. Yeah. Make sure I haven't missed anything. I don't think I have.
No, I don't think you have either.
No.
Yeah, okay.
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 Why can't Corey Hall go to NASCAR? I mean, if he does, he'd be like a fucking Denny Hamlin, where he gets booed all the time. Or no, he'd be. What would he be compared to? Because he's somebody who wins all the time and everybody hates him. But well, also
Logano.
Yeah, I guess Joey would be a good, because he likes to wreck people.
Oh yeah.
Because I remember there a couple years ago, Caution came out and for no reason, Corey Hall just drove through a guy. Even though they never raced with each other the entire race. But he decided to drive through this guy.
Right.
So, I don't know.
I don't know either.
I don't know. Yeah. I don't know. So, I know we forgot to do this last time, but we're gonna. We didn't do picks for Darlington or eventually Gateway, but we should probably do picks for this weekend. Who do you think's gonna win at Bristol?
Kyle Larson.
I'll,
Kyle Larson, 24 car, and who's in the playoffs right now? I kind of want to go SVG just for shits and giggles, or maybe Josh Berry.
yeah, I'll go Lala, Hamlin, and probably Briscoe, because I bet you Briscoe's gonna come up here and probably surprise everybody.
Oh yeah, I can see it.
Because he won Darlington and he finished second this past weekend at Gateway, so
Right.
he's off to a red hot start basically for these playoffs.
Oh yeah.
So your picks are Bowman winning, then Elliott, and then Byron. Huh, okay. As much as I'd like to see Bowman win, I just don't see it happening.
Right.
But it's Bristol, so shit happens really quickly. So who knows what's going to happen in that one?
Right.
So, well, you know what? I don't have anything else to talk about, I don't think.
Me neither.
Yeah. We covered everything, and for shits and giggles, let's see if any other news has come up. Let's do a quick scroll. Oops, that's not what I want. Okay. No, so, no, there's nothing else. Or nothing has popped up, so. Well, it's definitely a short and sweet episode. God, we're under an hour. So I guess that's it. So I want to thank everybody for coming out. I know we started out fairly strong. We had quite a few people here at the start.
Yeah.
I think kind of fills it out, but you know. But maybe this will be kind of because the last couple podcasts have been going downward, so it feels like a TV show without the commercials. Yeah, that's fair.
All right.
So
I appreciate everybody watching today's podcast or listening to it.
Yeah, I know next week. Well, we'll have some more our local racing news to talk about, because I had to tell everybody about how the Mike Stevens weekend went, especially my weekend.
Yep.
Should be interesting, because I don't know how many cars we're gonna get for, like, I mean, the super late models, I hope we get a bunch, but like the other classes, I don't really care.
Right.
Because they're basically just going to be train races anyway. Unless they're Brandos, which they can't even fucking get out of their own goddamn way.
Right.
So. Alright, well, anyways, guys, I think that's it for us this week. Thanks, Falcon, for joining us again.
I appreciate it. Thank you for having me on.
Yeah. And as always, everybody, thanks for coming out. And until the next time, I guess we will see you guys all in the next one. And until then, we'll see you guys later. Peace. Bye-bye. Wait, why is that in there? Why is that? Why is that on my screen? Okay. Yeah, I want to go to the switch to the. Wait, hold on here. What? Why is? What? Okay, we're having technical difficulties at the end of the stream. I don't know why it's doing this.
We're having a podcast bomb podcast.
I don't know. Okay. I figured it out. Okay, we're good. We'll see you guys later. Peace. Bye bye.